Believe it or not, for centuries, humanity has been trying to maximize the productivity of the organisms we need to survive. Cows, beans, and airplanes have that thing in common. The only difference is how we do it.
Cows and beans cannot be created in a workshop, like an airplane, but we can select the parents that give us better cows, better beans, and we have been doing it for ages. This is also some sort of engineering, but the product is food.
Chances are that you have heard about the famine some countries suffer from, but the actual statistics are more terrifying than anything you could find in fiction. According to the World Health Organization, 100 to 140 million children in the developing world suffer from vitamin A deficiency. In 2010, 1 in 5 children were estimated to be underweight in developing countries. Half of all children under 5 years of age in South Asia and 1/3 of those in sub-Saharan Africa are malnourished. This is not grown men we're talking about, it's children. In 1997 alone, the lives of at least 300,000 young children were saved by vitamin A supplementation programs in developing countries.
Unfortunately, not only is hunger an issue, but the world is also ravaged by the hand of plague. Cancer being among the top illnesses that carry away those we love. Who has not lost someone, or knows somebody that did, to this terrible disease?
But science has advanced. We have evolved, and so have our techniques. Our airplanes are now jets, and our selection techniques can now give us the gene that makes the cow's milk into chocolate milk. Well, maybe not, but we can select the gene to get more milk from the same cow. Our scientists are tirelessly working to fix world hunger and rid us of premature and gruesome death. Transgenic organisms hold a key to facing these problems. Jin Wei and his colleagues have found a way of expressing an antibody used in a treatment against cancer in mice's milk.
The interesting part about this is not the antibody itself. It is constantly being used in treatments against cancer, but the fact that someone found a way of producing it in large amounts. Normally, it takes a long time to harvest these antibodies, but if mice produce them in milk, maybe doctors will be able to satisfy the increasing demand. Not only that, but the fight against world hunger goes on. Besides aiming to enhance the production of livestock, scientists have made animals stop hunger without sacrificing their lives, by putting their dung to work as a repellent to protect agriculture.
This technique was developed in Zimbabwe, where there are strict regulations regarding use of repellents in agriculture, so they came up with a non-poisonous repellent, the dung. Instead of killing insects and other animals that will harm the crops, merely makes them graze in other areas. This technique is particularly useful when there are other areas to graze, protecting the crops and harming no one.
In a world where human population growth seems to find no restraints, we have adapted to the new requirements. Transgenic organisms may not be the final step in the search to feeding every person in the world, but they are the next step on putting a stop to hunger.